Manga-Waido.
My name is Yuki Tateno. I grew up with parents who were passionate about education. I attended cram school from an early age, and without having much fun with my classmates, I took the junior high school entrance exam and entered an all-boys school. For the next 6 years, I spent all my time studying and studying amongst the boys. Gradually, I started to think, I want to talk with girls! I want to play with everyone! I entered a co-ed university straight out of college, which I had longed for. I immediately joined a tennis club and enjoyed my student life with my friends. Hey, we're having a barbecue. Wanna join, Tatsuno? Oh, of course! I'm in! I've been studying all my life, but this is what youth is all about! I was finally starting to enjoy life, but it wasn't all good things in this fun club. There was an older guy named Toda, who was tall and handsome, so at first I thought, I want to be that cool and good looking, and had a good impression of him. But Toda was really the worst when he talked. He's nosy. I mean, he's just plain annoying. I'm throwing a welcome party for you guys tonight. You better come. What? Today? Today, I've got to do some prep work for tomorrow's English class, and I have to finish my report. What? I offered to throw you a welcome party, and you're saying no? No, I appreciate the offer, but it's too sudden. When I was puzzled with my friend, a female senior said, Toda, you shouldn't say such a thing out of the blue, and that situation subsided. But later, another senior told me that Toda had a forceful and selfish personality, and he decides everything on his own and rushes through things. He would decide on his own about joint practices with other schools, drinking parties, and so on, and then say, let's go! Get ready! He seemed to think he was doing it for everybody's good, and he got upset when he was warned, so it was a real nuisance. After that, Toda continued to engage in annoying behavior, such as setting up blind dates that I didn't ask for, and forcing his notes to me, saying, I took that professor's class too, so I'll show you my notes! Toda-senpai, this kind of thing is really annoying, so could you stop? What? I said I'd show you, and you say you don't want it? We're taking our own notes, and to tell you the truth, it bothers me every time I'm asked to buy a can of coffee as a thank you for the notes. When my friend gathered his courage to say that, oh, I see. I understand. Toda began to harass him out of resentment. He told unfounded rumors like, he tried to peek up girls' skirts, he tried to trip me in the hallway, and he copied and pasted a paper online and submitted it for a report. My friend couldn't take it anymore and quit the club. Although the club itself is fun, Toda was the nuisance. We moved as tightly as possible with the remaining classmates and continued our activities, being careful not to get tangled up with Toda. But the worst part is that Toda and I are from the same hometown. Thanks to that, we often take the same train. That day, I was unlucky enough to run into Toda on the train. Tatsuno! It's almost time for the test. I'll teach you the hard parts. No, it's fine. I'll study on my own. Seriously, what the hell is wrong with this guy? Is he crazy? What a bummer. Oh yeah, you've been looking at Rika a lot, haven't you? You like her, don't you? If you want to ask her out, I'll set it up. I'll show you where you can be alone. I'm not looking at Rika, and it's not like I like her, so it's fine. Please, don't do anything unnecessary. I was so annoyed that I just blurted out my feelings. Toda said, you say it's unnecessary, huh? I understood your feelings well, and left. I was relieved at that moment. But after that, Toda targeted me and started to harass me. If I ignored him, he would make a fuss and say, hey, don't ignore me! So I had no choice but to give him some attention. It was a real pain when it happened every day. Even though I changed the time of the train, Toda would wait and come to me. Enough! This guy's crazy! It was one day when I was getting fed up. Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock then. Toda got off the train in a good mood after saying that. I was just nodding my head and wasn't listening at all, so I wondered, what's he talking about? But I was sure it was about a drinking party or something. I immediately forgot about the exchange with Toda thinking it was okay if I didn't go, since there wouldn't be many other people there. But that was a bad idea.
Why didn't you come? You're ruining my image!
Apparently, it was about a blind date, and the girls were giving Toda the cold shoulder because I didn't go, and they didn't have the right number of people. Toda was about to hit me in a rage, and I braced myself. Fortunately, the other students around me said, "Stop! If you hit now, you'll get your job offer revoked!" and saved the day. After that, I tried to avoid Toda as much as possible, but when I encountered him, I tried to listen to what he had to say. Not because I was scared of Toda, it was because he was about to graduate. Fortunately, 2 months later, Toda graduated, and the club was at peace. Thank God, we can finally do our activities today. Yeah, that's right. I'm really glad Toda graduated. Our time has finally come. Or so I thought, but...
Hey, Tatsuno! Long time no see.
What? Toda-senpai? It's been a while.
You haven't found a job yet, have you? Come to our company. I'm in human resources, so I can get one of you a job.
Toda suddenly appeared and called out to me, and I jumped up in surprise. Seriously, give me a break! I haven't found a job yet, but I have a company I want to work for. I told him the situation and said firmly, I won't take the job at your company. But as soon as Toda heard my answer, he turned red and started to get angry.
Refusing my offer?
I didn't want him to lose his temper again, so I had no choice but to promise to send him my resume. I was not about to go to a real job with a swollen face. In the end, I didn't know if it was thanks to Toda or not, but I was accepted at the bank where Toda worked. Toda told me, "It's thanks to me, you better be grateful." I'm sorry, I'm declining the job offer.
Huh? What are you talking about? We're a big city bank, a prestigious company. Don't you dare underestimate us!
But I got an offer from the company I want to go to.
You've got to be kidding me! Going against me? You better brace yourself!
The phone hung up, and then the next day... What? Toda-senpai? Toda was waiting for me in front of the university.
What do you mean you're turning down the job offer? This is a big city bank that you got in thanks to me! I was going to have you working for me like a champ once you got here! Are you trying to ruin my image?
I'm sorry, but I told you at the beginning that the actual job I want is a different place.
Where's the job you actually want? There's no way you'll get a job at a company higher than us! I'll crush them! Tell me, which company?
His voice was so loud, people started to gather. Some of them were taking videos with their phones. Toda snorted and grabbed at me as if he was unaware of such surroundings. I understand. Then I'll tell you. It's the Financial Services Agency. Here's the email with the job offer.
Huh? Financial Services Agency?
Toda's eyes opened wide as I showed him my phone. His mouth flapped open as he was shown the email screen of the job offer notification. Among the assembled gallery, some familiar classmates peeked in and said, "Oh wow! You're amazing! I respect you so much for getting into the FSA!"
I mean, Toda-senpai, you worked at a Tokyo bank, right? You shouldn't make enemies with FSA employees, should you?
Yeah, maybe the audit will come. Whoa, that's scary. We can't afford to get Tatsuno's attention. Toda turned blue as he heard this.
No, this is I understand. I'll accept your decline, so don't make a big deal out of this.
Finally, a chance to fight back against the psycho. Then first of all, please, apologize for grabbing my chest. I think that was a fine act of violence.
Okay, I'm sorry. So forgive me. I'm sorry.
Toda getting down on his knees right in front of the school gate was pretty funny, and the crowd that gathered there were taking pictures relentlessly, which was hilarious. After that, Toda came to the university several times to see if there were any juniors who still relied on him. But each time, someone whispered, "How often do you come here?" And, "Did he come here to get down on his knees again?" Toda didn't show up again. We were finally able to lead a peaceful student life. I graduated and went to work for the FSA. I was told by a senior colleague that Toda's photo of him getting down on his knees was spread, and the Tokyo bank where he worked found out about the incident, and he resigned because it was too uncomfortable for him to stay there. He became a recluse and stayed at home most of the time.
Now he's going to the doctor while he's looking for a job.
The doctors, huh? That aggressive personality of his? I guess he had some problems after all. Anyway, that's how my life with Toda came to an end. It was a messy college life, and I hope to be blessed with good seniors at work.